from KTVU Fox 2 San Francisco. Man killed on first day of new job in San Francisco Mission District shooting. Very strange, or I guess not strange at all, and completely predictable what they leave out of the title.
New at 10, we are hearing from witnesses tonight following a deadly shooting in San Francisco's Mission District. Police say officers were called to Mission near 20th Street just after 1:30 this afternoon, where they
20th in Mission at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Found the victim. Despite efforts of first responders, that victim died at the scene. KTVU's Amber Lee joins us live in San Francisco with the latest developments. Amber?
Greg, neighbors tell me the deadly shooting is unsettling. It happened in broad daylight with plenty of people around in a busy commercial area.
It's unsettling. And I was talking to a buddy of mine because we constantly see this outrageous news out of San Francisco, Oakland, New York City, maybe a little bit Chicago, Portland, whatever. But are these types of absolutely insane things happening constantly in other cities that aren't the epicenter of madness? I mean, I figure we would hear more about it, right? If this were happening all over the place, and we do, right? I scour the internet and other local news sites, but it's rarely ever this bizarre.
A resident cleans up the debris outside a residential hotel in San Francisco's Mission District.
And there's the first problem. A residential hotel? What does that actually mean? It's a junkie hotel, or like one of those SROs, or, you know, these affordable housing units. A residential hotel. That's the first problem.
Shattered glass left from a shooting around 1:40 Friday afternoon that left one man dead.
We hear the chop. Then we come out.
Neighbor Jason Flores tells me he heard a single gunshot. Witnesses say the victim was shot outside the barbershop and that he stumbled back inside, collapsed, and died.
Okay, so a residential hotel and a barbershop.
Neighbors described the victim as being in his 20s and that he was from Venezuela.
A young man in his 20s working at a barbershop in San Francisco who just happened to be from Venezuela. Of course, the media will never even, they won't even attempt to connect any dots because, of course, that could be considered racist.
They say it was the victim's first day at work in the barbershop.
It's terrible, though, because, you know, if the guy, when he shoot, the bullet can go straight right there.
Flores says, fortunately, no one else was injured.
His first day at work, too, by the way. His very first day. So are we under the impression that this man was just randomly attacked? Or is it more likely that he is working in a cash-only business in San Francisco and a fellow criminal migrant gangster came through to, you know, in the situation or get what he was owed? Who knows what's happening? But there's no way that we can, that I will be convinced, oh, this was just a hardworking guy who just came here for a better life and was randomly shot by somebody else in San Francisco in the middle of the day. They do not care. The Venezuelans are on an absolute tear. They do not care. And I suppose it's because they come from a place where there are far less standards.
This is a busy area, Mission Street between 19th and 20th Streets. Witnesses say the suspect fled the scene in a white SUV that was parked steps from the shooting.
When I came, I see a lot of police over there. I like to see they close the street.
Abel Padilla is the owner of La Playa Seafood, a restaurant a few doors down from the shooting. Padilla grew up in this neighborhood and opened the business just 2 months ago.
This is the first time I hear that happens here. So, to me, it's safe.
Still, business owners say they'd like to see police do foot patrols in the area.
Nope. Well, you can't have that. You told us that there should be no police.
Terrible, because I never see something like that close to me.
Police have not said if the victim and suspect knew each other or what the motive was. Investigators have not released a description of the suspect or the getaway vehicle. Greg?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, they know nothing about it, right? So I get it. There's a lot of details that we do not know. But are we going to, for one split second, pretend that this was not a criminal gangster trying to, I guess, maybe go straight or at least wash his money or whatever the hell he's doing, who was immediately eliminated by another criminal migrant. Was it a San Franciscan? Was it one of the residents of the bastion of liberalism that shot a guy randomly outside of a barbershop in San Francisco in the middle of the day? And these people, these news hacks, they're completely compromised, as we know. And I guess they should not be making any assumptions. So, fair. Kudos to them. But I will go ahead and make all the assumptions possible because it's a residential hotel. It is a barbershop, which is likely cash only. The guy's in his 20s and he's from Venezuela, and he got taken out in the middle of the day at 1:30 on 20th and Mission, which is incredibly high traffic. They got the fencing operations. They got all sorts of dope. I mean, it's nonstop. There's obviously several layers to this problem, but of course, KTVU Fox 2 San Francisco is going to ignore most of them.